Hey, what up everybody? Today we're going to be doing Catless downpipes on the Beamer. Let's get started.
Finally.
Raceland Catless downpipes.
Alright guys, so we're going to start by taking off the belly pan here. It's like, I don't know how many, it's a whole bunch of 8mm bolts, so we'll show you what it looks like when we're done with that.
Okay guys, so we got the belly pan off. Next we're going to be doing the wires to the O2 sensor, and then we're going to take the O2 sensors out of the downpipes. After we do that, we'll get back to you. Okay guys, after we take off those, we're going to take off these struts, whatever this thing is, underneath the frame. You gotta take that off in order to get to the O2 sensors. Okay, so one more thing before we take off the O2 sensors, we're going to disconnect the steering rack. It's these torques right here, 2 on each side, and it should lower it just enough to where we can get into what we need to do.
Alright you guys, so we got the steering rack down already, and we had to drop the sway bar as well. I'll show you. As you can see, we dropped the sway bar so that we can get the steering rack to drop all the way down, because the steering rack was hitting right here and it wasn't letting us drop it all the way down. But now that we dropped it down, we got room to disconnect the V-band clamps on the downpipes connected to the turbos. So now we're just gonna disconnect the rear O2 sensors, and we'll show you when we're done with that. Okay you guys, so we got the O2 sensors off, the front O2 sensors. They're right there hanging off the front of the downpipes. So now what we got to do is disconnect the rear O2 sensors. Once we do that, we'll loosen those nuts holding on to the catback. And once we've taken that off, then we disconnect those V-band clamps, pull out the old downpipes, and in with the new ones. Alright you guys, so we already got the downpipes disconnected from the catback. Now we're trying to get the V-band clamps off. We already got one of them off, and we're working on the other one. I believe it's the longer turbo that we're having a hard time with, but we're almost there. I'll show you guys. As you can see, we already got it disconnected right there, and then we're working on the V-band clamps up here, trying to disconnect the downpipes from the catback. Or, no, I'm sorry. Trying to disconnect the downpipes entirely from the turbo so we can put the new ones in. So, we're working on that. We'll come back to you guys when we're done.
Okay, so we got the old downpipes off. Time to put on the new ones. Okay guys, so we got the rear O2 sensors in the downpipes, and now we're going to be putting the downpipe to the turbo. And
alright you guys, so we finally got the downpipes in. Aaron's just tightening down the last V-clamp. We got all the O2 sensors in. We had a little bit of an issue lining up the new downpipes to the old cats, but we got it, fortunately. I know we probably didn't do it the very best way we could have, so don't hate in the comments. Just help us out, if anything. Alright, but check it out. Everything down here is good. Just gotta connect that last O2 sensor. No biggie. And then as soon as we're finished tightening this last V-clamp, we just raise the, actually the sway bar will be put back up first, and then we put the steering rack back up and we'll be good to go after that. We'll start it and show you guys.
We got the rack on and we got the sway bar on, and now all that's left before the belly pan is this A-frame thing. Alright guys, we got everything tight and fitted up. We got the belly pan on, the downpipes, the rack, the sway bar, everything's on, so we're gonna cold start it now.
Alright you guys, so that's it on the downpipe install video. I think it sounds pretty good. It's not as loud as I initially anticipated, but it sounds really good. You get a lot more turbo spool. And I think the only thing I need to do now is finish that exhaust. I think I'm gonna go this week, so hopefully we can get that done. What you think, Aaron?
It's badass. I like it a lot. You can hear the turbos a lot more. Everything like about it is just way better than the catted downpipes. Go Catless as soon as possible if you have a 335. You won't regret it.
It's what's it called? It pulls a little bit harder, I noticed too. It's nothing like crazy significant, but it's pretty noticeable, which is pretty cool. So hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you like and subscribe for us, please and thank you. And we'll see you next week.